What is up, print fam? Today we are answering another question from the Facebook group. Not my Facebook group, but I should probably start one. I think I have a Facebook group. Search Time to Make Something. I probably have one, but I don't do anything with it yet. So, let's get to the question. Anybody care to share your basic price sheet or able to point me in the right direction? Just started and need my pricing ASAP. TIA. So as soon as possible, time is of the essence. With this particular group, that's a very generic question because they could be asking about vinyl, and it could be HTV, it could be cut, it could be printed. So all of it is dependent. There were kind of things all over the board. Some people say I charge per hour, some people I charge per square inch, some people say I charge per square foot. And frankly, pricing is dependent on your area. I live in Utah. My customers are Utahns for the most part. They're cheap, so I have to provide a rate at which they will buy it. And what I will advise you is to know your costs. So in one of my recent vlogs, I mentioned that I only made a few dollars on an outsourced job. It's not a big deal because they're a big repeat customer. And if you're thinking like a big business, sometimes you have to do those jobs to keep these businesses because that business spends $20,000, $30,000 a year, and I usually make a decent amount of profit from them. So having a few jobs that I don't make very much or even lose a little bit is okay. It is okay to lose money on certain jobs from certain customers. Not all the time, but it needs to be a decision that's made. So what I suggest for pricing is you do need to at least understand your costs. So let's take the HP Latex 315 printer for an example. I know that every type of media has a cost. So the media that's loaded right now is an adhesive vinyl. This is the HP Prime Gloss, and it is 54 inches wide, and it's 150 feet long. And when I buy it, it cost me about $150. So per linear foot of this material, it costs me $1 for this material. And I have 4 feet roughly in that 1 linear foot. So for every square foot, it costs me 25 cents. I also know that I have ink, and HP and everyone will give you these calculations of what they think it will be, but in general, for my printer, it's about 25 cents a square foot to print. Now that will be different, like in this case, this graphic that we messed up on because of colors, that's different because it's full saturation. But not everything is full saturation. Like when you're printing stickers and you have stickers that are 2 inches and they have a 1/4 of an inch gap and they're contour shaped, and so they're not filling up 100% like this blue and gray is filling up. So it's really easy for me to know, okay, this roughly costs me 50 cents a square foot. So if I know that I'm spending 50 cents a square foot, I can then also say, okay, well, what is the job? I can say that maybe I always have to set up the printer initially. So maybe there's a $5 charge or a $10 charge. So I can start understanding, okay, I have to load the roll if I have a different roll on. So maybe there's a $5 loading fee. There's a $5 cutting fee, or maybe it's a cut per thing and you calculate the cost of the blade, the lifespan of the blade, etc. So it's a matter of figuring out your costs or what you want to know as your costs and say, okay, it cost me this. So you can go, well, I want to make 3x that. Great, there's your pricing. Or you could be like what I did, and I called around to other shops. I asked for quotes on products. I even had a couple of friends call and ask for quotes. So that way I could compare their price to see if I'm in, excuse me, I can see if I'm in the right ballpark. That said, that helped me determine pricing, but you could have someone else. Like, my pricing can be lower because I'm based out of my garage. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay any of the other overhead that businesses have when they have a retail location. So the other thing to consider is your other hard costs. Like, what else, how much money do you need to make to keep your business afloat? Like, for me, I have a lease to own on this printer. For this printer with the cutter that you can see right there, it's about $300 a month. So I have to always keep in mind that I have to do enough jobs to make $300 a month. This job that we screwed up on the printer, this job alone will pay the printer payment this month. So keep that in mind. My price is not going to be the same as yours. Your price is not going to be the same as the person down the street. But figure out your costs so you can make sure that you're making money. And remember that every material is different, and every material has a different perceived value. Like, for whatever reason, people perceive that canvas is so much more expensive, or banners are so much more expensive. In reality, their costs are the same. Like, to buy the roll of media, canvas, banner, adhesive vinyl, they're all about the same price. But the perceived value of canvas is much greater. The perceived value of a banner is much greater than stickers, sometimes to some people. So, all this long video to say, just don't lose money. Know your costs, and a product or service is worth what someone will pay for it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any additional questions, leave them down in the comments. Love your feedback, what you think. Maybe we should put together a chart, though, because I called other shops. Maybe we should make a global or a national or whatever chart on my website where people can see roughly what other people are paying. So, I don't know. Just a thought. Thanks for watching, though. Make sure you subscribe so you can stick around and watch all the fun videos. Give the video a thumbs up, is always appreciated as well. The thumbs down works just as well if you feel the need to do so. But my boy Cam, he'll be after you.
I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love.
If you want to support the channel, use those Amazon affiliate links or buy 2 O'Clock Club stickers or whatever else down below. Cam's merch store, got a fun stuff there. Thanks, Cam, for editing the video. Forgot to tell you in the last one, but I do appreciate you. Especially cutting out all those yawns. So, see you later, Print Bam.